When you research these records, you just learn one dang thing after another. All roads, you get on one road, you branch out on this road, and then you branch out on another road. It's like, oh my God, man. All right. Uh, Outsourcing Billboard's Hot 100 the week of July 17th, 1965. Jazz record, jazzy record by Gloria Lynn, Watermelon Man. Her version of the Watermelon Man. Great jazz artist. She got the International Women of Jazz Award back in 1996. That's Gloria Lynn. She was about 36 when she came out with her version of Watermelon Man. I'll get into Watermelon Man in just a minute. A little bit of history of Gloria Lynn. She recorded with a couple of groups, or sang in a couple of groups back in the 50s, the Enchanters, the Deltones, when she was 15 years old. Boy, she nailed it. And it's hard to nail it at this venue. It's a hell venue if you don't cut it. But she did cut it. 15 years old, she won first prize at the amateur night contest at the Apollo Theater. She was 15 years old. Best known for I Wish You Love back in 1964. Smooth R&B jazz singer Gloria Lynn. Now here's another thing. Back in 1961, Gene McDaniel did the song Tower of Strength. One of the writers of that song was Burt Bacharach. It was produced by Snuff Garrett. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't know that. Snuff Garrett produced hit records by Gary Lewis and the Playboys. He produced hits by Cher in the 70s, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, and what was it, Dark Lady, produced by Snuff Garrett. He produced Tower of Strength. But let's get back to Gloria Lynn. I'm getting off the road again. She did a response song to that called You Don't Have to Be a Tower of Strength. Those response songs were real common back in the 50s and early 60s. You don't hear them much anymore. I actually don't hear them. They kind of faded out past 40 years or so, but common back in way back in the day, the early rock and roll era. She sang with people like Johnny Mathis, shared the stage with Ella Fitzgerald, Ray Charles. Now let's get to the Watermelon Man. Here comes some more surprises. The Watermelon Man was an instrumental. Guess who wrote it? Herbie Hancock, the great jazz funk musician Herbie Hancock. It was originally Watermelon Man was the first piece of music that he wrote with commercial sales, commercial goals, writing commercial in mind. It was originally off the album called Taking Off by Herbie Hancock in 1962, but the hit version of it was done by Mongo Santa Maria. It went top 10 in 1963, I believe. His version was different. His was more of a Latino take, a Latin pop take of the Herbie Hancock record. A couple of years later, Gloria Lynn writes lyrics to Watermelon Man, along with Herbie Hancock. Puts it out as a single, but only got as high as number 62. That's it. Summer 1965, Gloria Lynn with Watermelon Man.